Hello, welcome back, and today we are going to step into Driftvale City proper. Now, the thing to know about Driftvale City is that this thing has a banger of some music. Just listen to this music that is playing. Yeah, these people probably just see some crazy guy dancing in the streets, but we're going to go ahead. Let's see here. What should we do first? There's a few things that we can do. I think there's actually a location somewhere in here. Yeah, this guy right here. If you notice, some guy just driving back and forth on his motorcycle. Why is he doing this? Before I talk to him, I'm going to actually put Parsnip up front. And actually, it might be a good idea to go ahead and heal. I haven't healed up yet. So, we're going to heal up, and then we're going to talk to this random stranger who is just driving back and forth through the streets. Or not really the streets, but behind some building. He's caught our attention. He seems interesting. What could he be all about? Well, if we step back over here, go ahead, talk to him.
I'm a heartbreaker. My name Charles. I wanted to get the attention of a girl I like, so I learned a new style of Pokemon battling. Its name, Rotation Battle. Want to learn about it? In Rotation Battles, you send out 3 Pokemon and battle. One Pokemon takes the lead, the other 2 stand by the side. Trick is, each turn you can change their positions. That's an explanation of Rotation Battles. Alright, so now he's going to actually give us a rotation battle. If you're playing Pokemon White, it would be triple battles. A similar thing, only triple battles, all 3 Pokemon are active at the same time. Rotation battles, however, only 1 Pokemon is in the active role, and the other 2 are in the side role. Now we've got Krokorok here with Intimidate. So with a rotation battle, you can attack, or you can rotate and attack. You can see, I could send over the Ducklet, Parsnip. I think I want to actually go into our... yeah, I'm going to go into Celery here and get a workup in. So you can see, Charles decided to send Zebstrika out first. He's going to go for a Spark. You see, that would have been super effective. It would have done some nasty damage. But luckily, we've got Parsnip switching around to prevent any unfortunate damage. Get a nice attack and special attack boost. I do think I want to go ahead and switch Celery in order to get a Watermelon back up front. And that way we will throw some rocks at this thing. Now, unfortunately, we're going to be confused, but if we can power through, yeah, we're going to get a +1 Rock Tomb because the Intimidate did lower our attack. And I do think the speed drop would be useful. Now, let's go back around so we can Grass Knot things. Alright, Flame Charge actually picking a move that is not good for us. Luckily, we survive. Let's get that Grass Knot in. Almost enough, almost enough. But we do have something we can do, and that is Aqua Jet. Alright, he's going to switch to his Basculin. We are confused. We're going to smack ourselves. That is not good. We're going to see a crunch. I'm just going to throw another Aqua Jet, because if I can Aqua Jet this Zebstrika, if we were able to, we would have been in a good position, but the confusion is too much, and Zebstrika takes down our Watermelon, unfortunately. I will go into Jalapeno here. Honestly, that was kind of annoying. We'll throw a flame charge. Let's see a takedown. Might as well get a speed boost here. And then I'm just going to, because the Substrika is so fast, I'm just going to go ahead and stay in Jalapeno and switch it up with Arm Thrust. He actually switches into a bad matchup. And then I'm just going to throw another Arm Thrust. And we do outspeed the Basculin's time, but we only get 2 hits, which is annoying. And this should take out the Basculin. Nice. And Parsnip catching up. Parsnip's now at level 23. Now, Parsnip is a special attacker. You might be confused. Why does MrChabry have two water types on his team? Well, the main thing I want from Parsnip not only is a flyer, but a special attacking mon. And I can use special flying moves. It also gives me a Pokemon I could teach Surf to. I would rather give Surf to a special attacker than a Watermelon who is a physical attacker. For Watermelon, that Surf is going to basically not be optimized for its stats. It says if I want some more rotation battles, well, in Opaloost City, there are some people there that would battle us. But yeah, rotation battles and triple battles are interesting. They were introduced here in Generation 5, and they were carried forward into Generation 6. And then by Generation 7, they actually removed these 2 types of battles. I believe that was the first time they actually removed a type of battle after introducing it. In Generation 6, they had their own type of battle that was introduced. They had raid battles, and they also had sky battles. Sky battles were not very popular, but the raid battles were pretty cool. It would be a good way to level up your Pokemon quickly. Now, when I say raid battles, I don't mean like Pokemon Go raids. I mean, you'd be in the grass and then 5 Pokemon would attack you at once. So if we step over here, Sharon, I don't know where he was this whole time. He was supposed to be headed down this way. I guess he met up with Heartbreaker Charles as well. Got his own rotation battle in. Maybe checked around the city a little bit. But it's pretty much what our buddy probably did. But now that we're down here in the ice box, we talk to this guy. You go sliding around. Well, of course. Let's go ahead and grab a net ball. But yeah, you can see with this, you can't go anywhere from here. But you do get that net ball, which is nice. But yeah, once you step on the ice, you go sliding through. Alright, let's go ahead and battle this guy. Well, once we battle him, he's going to bring out a Pansear. I guess to stay warm in this cold environment, but you don't want to melt any of the inventory. This is like a ice storage area. So, you know, I would prefer not to have stuff melted, but, you know, each their own. We're going to miss the Rock Tomb, which is annoying. We're going to get smacked with that. Why are we missing? What am I missing here? Alright, bite. I'm just going to, I don't want to waste my wake-up items, but I might have to. There we go. Alright, and we finally connect with the Rock Tomb. And, that, you know, one Rock Tomb would have done the job, but, you know, of course, we kept missing. Now, Parsnip wants to learn Aqua Ring. You know, I haven't even looked at its moves. I do like its moves already. I mean, Bubble Beam and Water Pulse are kind of, you know, redundant.
redundant. So I'm just going to get rid of Water Pulse. I think I like Bubble Beam better because it has slightly more attack power. Let's go ahead and switch into Parsnip. You do have, yep, you do have Aerial Ace. I think that would be good. Just switch into this just so we can get a little more experience. Try to fast track this thing up to the rest of our team. Once we do that, we will have 2 water types, which will be great against Clay. You know, I haven't even seen this thing's stats yet. I would like to see its nature. I know Watermelon is a perfect nature, or Adamant. I think that's the only one I had that was a perfect nature so far. But let's go ahead and see this thing. I'm actually interested. I want to see... What is your nature? Naive. So Naive is going to lower special defense and raise speed. And we don't have to worry about sand attack or anything like that. I mean, I would prefer some other ability, but, you know, I think we have to go around before we can go down there. But yeah, it's like an ice storage location, and it's just... There's just giant stacked ice cubes. It's like, what's even being stored in here? Hand Pour comes out. Are they going to have one of each of these guys? Pansear, Pan Pour, and Pan Sage. Just keep missing. We're actually missing Rock Tomb more than normal. I am actually concerned about that. And I'm just gonna crunch. Oh, we're still outsped by this thing. All right, and let's go ahead and crunch. Nice. All right, Timber. I'm gonna actually switch for Timber. Parsnip is just perfectly matched up for Timber. I know I'd rather have this thing with increased special attack, and you know I'm using it against Timber, which is giving attack EVs. But really, I want to fast track this thing's level up to where it's at least like level 28. Because if I could do that, that would be great. And this is kind of a thing that I've noticed in certain Pokemon games, is that whenever you come to a city with a gym, usually there is a nearby route with Pokemon that are perfectly suited for that challenge. So for Clay, Ducklet and Swanna are perfect. Often it's like the route right before. Alright, so there's a lot of these guys in here, and instead of doing their job, they're all battling us. I guess they're just bored. You know, what else would you do when your only job is to move ice cubes around? I would be bored as well. But we're gonna help this guy out by defeating his Garter. And it's likely that he just has Garter do, you know, all the moving of the ice cubes. But, you know, each their own. Oh, and this thing takes it so much better. That did what? Like a quarter. So let's see how much Bubble Beam does. See if it does a quarter or a little bit more. I think that did about just a tiny bit more. A tiny bit more. We could Feather Dance this thing. And Feather Dance is a useful move. It lowers the attack of the opponent by quite a few stages. I believe it's like 3 stages. It might be 3 or 2 stages. But you can see we can take those hits better. Now with that, I'm going to go ahead and use my fresh water. Drink up, Parsnip. Oh, and you have been packing Rock Throw this entire time, and you did not use it? We get a crit on that aerial ace. That surprised me, actually. If you had rock throw, why did you not use it earlier? So, Worker Philippe, not a big problem, not a big challenge. I mean, Girder is a lot stronger than Timber, of course, but we've got tools. We've got ideas. We've got solutions. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and battle this guy. He's probably going to have... Oh, he's got Vanillite. So Vanillite's an interesting Pokemon. I don't need an Ice type, so I didn't decide to use it on my team. But I was actually contemplating bringing this little thing on my team, just because it is a pretty cool Pokemon. Once it's finally evolved, it has really good special attack. But like I said, it's Ice type, and you know, Ice type you have... Sometimes you struggle to find a purpose of an Ice type on your team. You can see it's just not able to do much to my Watermelon. And everything that's doing is because Watermelon missed that first Rock Tomb. Alright, for Timber, go back into Parsnip. And Parsnip is going to be doing a lot of work, just because it's just, you know, needing to get caught up, really. I think Bubble Beam actually did more damage in the long run looking at those. Oh, and we finally get hit with a Rock Throw, which is not good. But it looks like, honestly, it's doing about the same amount of damage. He's going to chip away instead of Rock Throw. So one more Bubble Beam will do the job. And Parsnip is leveling up pretty quickly. I think, honestly, by the end of this episode, it should be caught up to the rest of my team, even though I recently just caught it. Alright, we've got an Ice Heal. It makes sense putting the Ice Heal right next to the person that uses an Ice type. Let's go ahead and throw a Super Potion at some of these mons. Get them all healed up and ready. Alright, so we step up here. Make sure you go on this left side. If you accidentally go up on the right, you won't be able to get up in here, and you have to go back around. I'm just going to go ahead and go up. And we're nearing the end of this icy location. Now, if you want a Vanillite, they exist right outside this ice storage location. And like I said, they are pretty good once they're fully evolved. It's just sometimes it's hard to, you know, reasonably put an Ice-type Pokemon on a team because Ice is weak to so many things. So I'm going to actually start with an Aqua Ring. This is an interesting move. It's going to heal us up each turn. You know, Wake Up Slap's annoying. But look at that. Get some health back. Feather Dance, just shut this thing down. And let Parsnip take care of this thing on its own. Alright, Wake Up Slap. Oh, and that was a crit. That seriously was a crit, wasn't it? Alright, Bubble Beam. I doubt we'd get hit with 2 crits in a row. Oh, we gave the crit. We could have just clicked Bubble Beam. Parsnip. Alright, we're going to just continue with our Parsnip strategy. Feather Dance, and then Bubble Beam. Feather Dance is a great move. Ooh, Rock Throw is actually really bad. And we're going to go ahead and heal up. And I think we'd be good now to start going for some Bubble Beams. Because you see, Rock Throw, it's not doing much now after that Feather Dance. So Bubble Beam away. Once we get something like Air Slash or Air Cutter, Parsnip's going to be a lot more useful. But at the moment, it's just kind of limited on its moveset. Alright, speed drop, low kick. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. And a Bubble Beam. There it is. We get some health back. Now, Vanillite, the last Pokemon. I'm just going to stay in. Now, there is a move that, you know, if this was a newer Pokemon game, I'd be kind of worried about. And that is... I can't think of it. Dry Freeze or something like that. Can't think of it off the top of my head. But it's a Ice-type move that's actually super effective against Water types. It's a really cool move. Oh my gosh, that did a lot. And I think they should honestly make more moves like that are super effective against certain types that normally they wouldn't be, just based off of their you know, their type, because Ice is weak to Water Pokemon, but Dry Freeze, it's super effective. Now, I thought at first looking at it, I thought Salt Cure would be the same thing when I first played Scarlet and Violet. I thought Salt Cure would be super effective against Water types, because when you cure something like that, you're drying it out. So it made sense in my head, and I actually avoided my Water types getting hit with that specific move. And it turns out that's not really the case. They missed an opportunity there. Now, if you come down here, you'll notice that this trailer is open. So now, we'll step in and see what's going on in here. And what is this? It's like some meeting in the back part of the ice storage. And Zinzalin, one of these sages, is hiding out in here, telling the grunts to huddle around him. I can't handle this code. So I guess we'll just battle. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and start right here. Now this lady is going to have a Lipard. We've faced Lipards before. I'm not worried about those. So we're just going to go ahead and Rock Tomb. Hopefully we don't miss. That's kind of the thing that's been our biggest downfall, is we keep missing with this Rock Tomb move. But we luckily do connect that time, and I'm going to Aqua Jet this time. Now, once we get more accurate Rock-type moves, I'm going to be a lot happier. I mean, Rock Tomb is good for the moment, but I would prefer stuff that was a little bit better. Alright. So, our main thing is to battle these four on the right. Sharon supposedly is going to battle the ones on the left. There's quite a few Pokemon to battle here. Quite a few battles. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and Crunch, just because Rock Tomb is not the most accurate move. And I'm thinking Crunch should still do decent damage to this thing. No, we get a defense drop, which is annoying. But that's okay, because I'm going to actually switch out after this, because Scraggy comes out, and I do have a great matchup against Scraggy. That's going to be in my Parsnip. Alright, let's go ahead and Aerial Ace. We'll see which one's better against the Scraggy. Aerial Ace. Ooh, there's no reason to switch it up, because that did so much damage. That did so much damage. I'm just going to go ahead and continue my my plan.
just take this thing out. And there we go. Alright, now we'll battle this lady over in the corner. And after that, there should be one more. So she's going to use a Trubbish. We've seen Trubbishes. They are annoying. They're really annoying to battle. And they're annoying to use because they're so terrible. But I think we should be fine. I don't think this thing really is going to be a threat to us. Trubbish is just so weak when it comes to its offensive stats. It is a defensive mon through and through. Now, if you want to use a Trubbish, you by all means, just know that you're not doing much damage, and you're going to be taking damage. Now, with Trubbish, if you gave it a move like Toxic, it actually could be quite annoying. And you can see the Trubbish using Stockpile that boosts its defenses. And then, I'm pretty sure it should get the move Swallow, since it gets the move Stockpile. But if you Stockpile and then Swallow, it heals itself up. So you could do something like that and be annoyingly bulky, annoyingly resistant to just being taken down. But it is a Pokemon made for longer, drawn-out battles. It is a stalling Pokemon, a defensive wall. Alright, Sandile is here. So, we haven't seen Sandile in a little bit. We'll be seeing some more of this guy. Like I said, I love Sandile. One of my favorite ground types. I remember the first time I played this game, I saw Sandile, and I knew I was going to use Sandile on my team. Just because I saw it, and it was my reaction to it. That was the first time I ever played Pokemon White. Saw Sandile. I had an idea of what type of Pokemon I wanted, but as soon as I saw Sandile, I was like, yeah, this is going on the team. Now, of course, currently I have a Jakama, but I do plan on switching it out. I mean, I have used Sandile before. I've used Krokorok. I've used Crocodile. And I want to use some Pokemon in this that I haven't used before. I mean, of course, I have used Emboar. But those are your starters. And you're kind of limited on who you can use as a starter. Parsnip. What's going on, Parsnip? Alright, I will use a revive, so Parsnip's not completely out of experience. Alright, and we grass knot this thing for the finale. Celery is level 25. Parsnip's level 27. And Air Slash, yes. Get rid of... Because look at this. It's a special type move that is 75. Well, there we go. And, you know, we don't really need Aerial Ace that much because... The main reason that would be nice is if we had our accuracy dropped. But we don't have to worry about that. We have Keen Eye. And I really love the fact that we now have a special move to replace our physical flying type move. Now, you'll notice Clay stepping in, finally doing something. He could have done this earlier. But he sent us to do this. And you're going to see Clay just... Sometimes he just doesn't make sense. Alright, and then Zinzalin is headed out. And he's captured all of Team Plazma here. You guys ain't so bad. A promise is a promise. Come challenge my gym. So yeah. He sent us to do what he could have just stepped in and did himself. But he waited for us to... weaken Team Plazma. Yeah, Sharon's going to go ahead and leave. We've been eyeballing this item the entire time we stepped in, and it's going to be a Never Melt Ice. Now, if you have the move Ice Beam or something like that, you get a boost from that. And Ice Beam, eventually, I think I want to give that to our Parsnip once we get the access to that move. So we're pretty much done with this cold storage location. And I would like to run up here and heal up. And next time, we're going to be taking on the gym. So, while I'm healing up, I'm going to give you guys a farewell. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next Pokemon video.